him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-macabre, it's time for the only news that matters. And in a new interview with Joe Rock of the Long Island rock station 102.3, Lynyrd Skynyrd's guitarist Rickey Medlocke, originally their drummer, spoke about the possibility of new music from the iconic rockers. And this is what he said. Well, I mean, I guess I can go ahead and let it out of the bag. Johnny Van Zant and I had spoken going back probably before the end of the year and talking about a new Lynyrd Skynyrd record as a tribute to Gary Rossington. It's been about a year and a half since Gary's passed away. And, you know, we really feel we have all these songs that were written during all those years that we have with us. And we have about, oh my gosh, maybe 2 dozens, either finished, unfinished, half finished, whatever, songs laying around that he was part of. It's kind of interesting to hear these old tapes and stuff with Gary talking in the background and all of us laughing and having a good time. Even Huey Thompson, who was in the incredible band The Outlaws, who's passed away, is in those recordings. So fast forward, it's been brought to our attention. We're going to be able to record a Skynyrd record. And I hope that after this summer, Skynyrd will get busy and we'll lock into it and see what we get done. Rickey went on to say that he is excited about the prospects of making new Lynyrd Skynyrd music. He explains, after being in the band, and this is my second go-round in the band, and after spending collectively, over 30 years with the Lynyrd Skynyrd brand, I think it's, needed or wanted. We all should do is put out new music like we've been doing all, these past years since I've been back in the band. Starting in 96, we did Lynyrd Skynyrd's 20 record, and here we are today getting ready to record another record. And for me, I'm excited about it, as it's a tribute basically to Gary, because we're going to include a lot of these songs that he wrote, co-wrote, and stuff like that. And you know what, man? I'm really looking forward to this. I really am. Not many people can say that they're still a part of an all-time favorite, incredible band. Classics band that has gone through everything that Lynyrd Skynyrd has gone through and still come out on the very end of it. Back when Gary got me in the band, I promised him that I would be here until the last note of Freebird was played. So here I am. This past March, MEDLOCKE said that I do have a thing about putting out whole albums now, because I think that people will go online and go to iTunes or go to Spotify or whatever, and they'll see a whole album and they're only going to play 1 or 2 songs. That might scan over the rest of them, but they'll pick out 1 or 2 of their best songs, and that's it. My thing is that one of the reasons why I like putting out 1 songs at a time, and you see how quickly people would accept it, react to it, or maybe don't even react to it at all. Maybe they don't like it for whatever reason. But I find that you get a lot of mileage out of 1 song instead of collecting 10 or 12 songs or more. You can release 1 every 3 months or whatever, and then you get a collection of it and release the collection. So all of a sudden, everybody's got a collection of 5 songs that they can go and grab after they've loved, like maybe 3 or 4 of them. And then you got the collection and all the better for it. But we have thought about it, and we've also thought about how long are we going to take this. Elaborating on how long he thinks Lynyrd Skynyrd can carry on, Ricky said, "I will put this out there. There's one more guy. He's such a hero to me, and I know you're going to laugh about this, but Gary, Johnny, and I figured people used to ask us, how long are you guys going to take this? And I always said, hey, look, the Rolling Stones can do it, and we can do it. And I'm telling you, come on, Keith Richards, if you can do it, I know I can do it. Come on, Keith, join us in Lynyrd Skynyrd and let's play on stage with us. Because there's another one I'd love to see climb up there with us, you know? If a new Lynyrd Skynyrd album materializes, it will be the group's first since 2012's Last of a Dying Breed. The band released the single Last of the Street Survivors in 2020. And so on and so forth. This story keeps going on, but it's none of interest. Rickey Medlocke wants to do a new Lynyrd Skynyrd album that features no original members. Yeah, he may have been the drummer before they ever made an album, but he's not playing drums with them now. But I am talking from a hardcore 70s Lynyrd Skynyrd band. And I think it's messed up that in today's age, people would rather accept a tribute band to Lynyrd Skynyrd than his band Blackfoot. I love Blackfoot. To me, that band was like the heaviest of the Southern rock bands. Listen to songs like Good Morning, Searchin', Dire Working Man, my God, Fly Away, Train, Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. I can go on and on, man. My favorite album from them is Marauder. And I was lucky enough to see them back in 80 or 81 open for Nazareth. And they were just mind-blowing, man. But people would rather see a bunch of people that weren't in Lynyrd Skynyrd than going to see Blackfoot. Because if Blackfoot gets back together with Rickey, because Rickey, I don't know whatever happened to this, but Rickey made a Blackfoot with all unoriginal members. And he was in control of it. And he would go out on stage sometimes with them. You know, that I wouldn't want to see. I want to see Rickey up on stage with Blackfoot. That band absolutely smoked. Absolutely love Blackfoot. But unfortunately, not enough people give a fuck for them to reunite. But for me, I'm a hardcore Lynyrd Skynyrd band fan from the 70s. I have heard the reunion albums, and I'm sorry. I mean, there's some good songs in there here and there, but I still don't think it's at the level of what Ronnie Van Zant brought that band. And I don't care, man. Rest in peace, Bob Burns, but Artemis Fowl was a great replacement, so, you know, it's just a band I absolutely love and worship and always will, because they were very, very special to me. As a kid, I lived on this block where there was many what you would call rednecks. You know, I was raised with a bunch of really cool rednecks, and they loved Lynyrd Skynyrd, and they turned me on. You know, that live album, to me, it's still the greatest double live album ever recorded, in my opinion. It's just flawless and amazing. And they were amazing, man. And not having any of them left is a shame. I did see Skynyrd one time for the tribute tour, which is the first time they got back together. I believe it was like 86 or so. You know, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great show, but I left there knowing I didn't see Lynyrd Skynyrd. And as years go by, we lost, you know, Leon Wilkinson, Billy Powell, Bob Burns, you know, Gary Rossington, Leon Wilkinson. I mean, all of them are gone. Every one of them are gone. And it's so sad, man. But what can you do, man? That's the way the world is. People want to see, you know, people want to hear Freebird, Sweet Home Alabama, and they don't care. They don't care if it's not the original people up there. At this point, they can still go out and fill amphitheaters and, casinos or whatever on the strength of the name Lynyrd Skynyrd, I mean, I'm not sure about this. Maybe somebody can leave it in the comments below. Do they actually play anything now from their albums they did, without Ronnie Van Zant? I don't know about that. All I know is whatever, man. I'm still not going to go see him unless somebody gets me a free ticket. If I get a free ticket, yeah, I'll go and watch a tribute band. It's no different than go see any other tribute band, So what do you all think of this, man? New Lynyrd Skynyrd album. Not even with Rustin, though, he wrote some of it. Leave it in the comments below. I really would appreciate that. And thank you so much for watching the only news that matters. I appreciate that as well. And I really would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell. It would mean a lot to me. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty like Wilson in Chicago. I love that guy. Listen to Black Sabbath and 70s Lynyrd Skynyrd and smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.